Welcome back. Well, with the cost of living on the rise, creating an affordable, well-balanced meal remains as important as ever. Many supermarkets across the country are offering bulk buying discounts, with shoppers able to save up to 60% on some items.
Joining us now to share tips on how to feed a family of four for under $10 is Weekend Sunrise nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo. Morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
So it was about a week ago that we saw that you could get nuggets for cheaper than you could buy an iceberg lettuce for.
Yes.
So there can be a perception that eating well and nutritiously is more expensive.
Correct. And so what I'm going to showcase today is some budget meals that we can do that are super delicious, mega nutritious and incredibly affordable. So what I've done here is a frittata, and basically it's so easy it's so easy to do. So there's a serving for four, so I've got 8 eggs in there. So eggs are great, they've got the B vitamins in them, but they're all, which are great, break down carbohydrates, protein, but also rich in vitamin D, which is wonderful for this time of year. Now I've layered it with it because it supports immunity. So I've layered it with some potato and spinach and onion, and that all up cost me $5.79. So to put that together, and then what I did is I had enough left over. I did bulk buy some spinach to be able to make a garden salad. So on the first podium there, I calculated that family of four meal to be $8.79.
This whole thing,
yes.
whole thing.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Well, the 8 eggs was $2.73. So you've got to remember you saved on the protein there.
Yeah, right. Okay, so talking about protein,
yes.
What have we got next?
So what I've got here is, and where we can save on protein, we can spend more on the produce that, as you mentioned, is more expensive. So I've got a tuna pasta bake. Now the pasta is a wholemeal pasta, and I did use chunk tuna. So the chunk tuna is 425 grams, so it's 100 grams per person, and I've done that with a bechamel and some cheese. Now that did come up to $7 with the milk and the cheese, and then I did want to get fresh produce, so I did buy the imperfect carrots, and I coupled that with some broccoli, and I wanted some fresh broccoli, and that came up to $9.90.
Oh,
so there you have it. It looks amazing.
It's so good.
I just scraped in. I was getting every bit in there.
The imperfect carrot saved you, didn't it?
It actually did. It did. I was saved by
Otherwise, you were well over budget.
Thank goodness for an imperfect
What's
carrot.
happening on podium 3? Because it just gets more and more fun as we move along.
I just want to make it interesting and make delicious, healthy budget food interesting. So what I've done here is a chicken Mexican rice. I've got 2 different types of rice there, a basmati, and I've also got some brown rice in there. I did use frozen veg in this one, so I used it, which cost me $1. And then basically the chicken mince, which can be cheaper than mince, you can buy for around $4 for 500 grams. So that's, again, 100 grams per person for a family of 4. It did take me up to $7.50. Any Mexican dish, as far as I'm concerned, needs the deliciousness, so I wanted an avocado salsa that I made. Avocados are $1.80, so that took me right up, and then I had a little bit left over for some tomatoes. Now I have cheated and added in some sour cream there, but that sour cream is just going to make that even more delicious. But that did blow the budget. But other than the sour cream, $10, exactly on the nose.
So good. Yes. And look, this is one of the things that I love about you, Sarah, is that you've got 3 daughters yourself. You're a single mum, so you're not going to go. You don't have a budget that is going to expend to anything you want to buy. So what would a shopping list be like for, say, your family of 4?
For my family, definitely. So I definitely will buy in bulk, and there you save money. There you can save $10, $15, $20 off when you buy in bulk. I get things like the honey, definitely oats. Oats are wonderful for things. They're versatile for a kitchen, but also to have lots of different recipes with. But then, like, non-sliced cheese is great. It's cheaper. Herbs and spices, olive oil, definitely the big honey there. Eggs, as I mentioned. Things like beans are great because they're sweet and savoury. You can also make things like black bean brownies. But just having those staples that you can turn into and delicious meals like this.
You're a nutrition wizard. You are, Sarah. We're going to put all those details on the website, sunrise.com.au. Thank you for coming in and sharing your brilliant ideas with us, as always.
Smells delicious. Thank you, Sarah.
I might have the tuna. You can have the...
I have all of it. Yum. So good.